Hi, welcome back to the Cross Creek Cut. I'm Brad Downing.
And I'm Kyle Brumley. Today we've got a replicated trial with 6374 AA. In this trial, we've got half of the planter treated with hopper throttle, the other half with not. And in that, we've got some examples here of hopper throttle only, hopper throttle with our Cross Creek Ag Infurrow program, and then no hopper throttle, only the Infurrow program. This corn's been in the ground for exactly a month today. So what are you seeing, Brad?
Well, and also to add to that, what is our Cross Creek Ag Infurrow program? So that program actually is at 9 gallons the acre. And what's in there is 2 gallon of Ignition 923, half gallon, I'm sorry, a half gallon, yeah, 2 quarts of Accelerate. There's 24 ounces of Rev Up. There's another 24 ounces of our Nano Zinc, 9%, and then also another 12.8 ounces of Micro AZ. Then the balance of that's watered all the way up to 9 gallons. So what are we seeing? So I'm going to start over here on the right over here by Kyle, and this is just hopper throttle only, no Infurrow turned on, so no liquid at all other than 2x2x2 we had turned on. And still good plants out here, good growth, decent amount of root expression. But the one thing we're not seeing is the fine hair roots and the massive explosion that we see over here of kind of that, what I call the Christmas tree effect that happens on the radical root and the seminal roots that help drive getting that plant to thrive and get bigger and start those nodal roots to get out to the 2x2. And that's one of the big deals, which we see right here. We're actually on our second and maybe even third set of nodal roots starting up in here. But where it's just hopper throttle and no liquid, we've just been out there relying on Mother Nature and water and everything else it's doing. The fact of the matter, it's been wet. It's been a challenging April and May, and we're just relying on dry and the hopper throttle to get there. But the liquid here turned on, you can see with the hopper throttle and the liquid, and then just the liquid by itself, you can see the radical root and the seminal roots just explode, take off, and these little fine hair roots, and they just really get out there and pick up nutrients and drive that plant to actually elongate. And you can see there's actually the sucker plants. You'll see a lot happens with 6374. Happens to throw these out, and actually, you look at what we do with Infurrow, it throws a lot more of those as well. But you see just this massive explosion of nodal roots, and we're almost on our 1, 2, 3. You might be even feel the fourth set of nodal roots up in there. So what does all that mean? Well, the big thing, we're standing next to the highway, so the big thing is you want to get to the nutrients you're putting money into. That's going to help drive yield, help drive ear formation. Because right now we're at V6, V7 plants. That kernel, the actual ear itself is formated at V4 to V6 time. At V7 we start kernel primordial. So how many length of the ear, how many ovules that ear is going to develop. So getting those roots out to that nutrients we're putting on is going to help push more ovule count and keep that plant healthy during that time frame. So it's a big deal. We'll bring you more when time comes, obviously fall, but we'll be checking this field a couple different times. And we're actually here in Howard County at the corner of State Road 213 and 26 and looking at this field. So more will come, more over time, but we're pretty excited. What we see is obviously having the liquid turned on is a big deal. Anything else you got?
I think that's it for right now.
Pretty simple, pretty easy. We'll catch back with you guys soon. You guys take it easy and be safe.